Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to look into the Schengen Area. I'm going to briefly explain its history and its impact on the European Union. So, the Schengen Area was created with the signing of the Schengen Agreement on June 14, 1985. The aim of the treaty was to create a Europe without borders, one where all member countries abolish borders and border control and allow free movement of its citizens within. France and Germany were the two pioneers of this idea and were the first to bring this idea to the European Council in 1984. The idea left countries divided as some were firmly against the idea of free movement. However, in 1985, 5 countries signed the agreement: France, Germany, Belgium, Luxembourg and the Netherlands, in the small village of Schengen, hence the name, in southern Luxembourg. After the signing of the 1990 Convention, as to firmly implement the Schengen Agreement, dealing with procedures for universal visas, creating a single database for agreement members and so on, the Schengen area met a great expansion, with Italy first joining in 1990, Portugal and Spain in 1991 and Greece in 1992. However, this being the EU and paperwork taking an excruciating amount of time, it wasn't until 1995 that the first 7 Schengen members abolished entirely internal border checks. From 1995 to 1996, 6 new countries joined the Schengen area, first Austria, then Denmark, Finland, Iceland, Norway and Sweden. From the year 2000 until 2004, 15 more countries either joined, either completely abolished their internal border controls. Greece, Denmark, Finland, Sweden, Iceland and Norway abolished all internal border controls, whereas Czechia, Estonia, Hungary, Latvia, Lithuania, Malta, Poland, Slovakia, Slovenia, Switzerland all joined the Schengen area. The 26th and last country to join the Schengen area was Liechtenstein in 2008. Moving on, there are 4 major potential Schengen members in the EU as it stands. Those are Cyprus, Bulgaria, Romania and Croatia. Cyprus was rejected due to its dispute with Northern Cyprus. The island is divided in 2, with the unrecognised Turkish Republic of Cyprus occupying the north half of the island, whereas Bulgaria and Romania were rejected by the Council of Ministers due to a lack of anti-corruption measures in the countries. Croatia, on the other hand, applied in 2015 and is still awaiting a response, after concerns about the large amount of illegal entries into neighbouring countries may lead to border countries such as Slovenia or Hungary voting against their joining of the Schengen area. Now, aside from the incredible freedom of movement all EU citizens have within the Schengen area, which is great for vacationing and general travel, it is estimated that some 1.7 million people work in another Schengen country, and 3.5 million people cross internal Schengen borders every day. Furthermore, the Schengen area has a massive economic impact. There are 57 million cross-border goods movements within the area each year. A number of studies show that every year intra-European trade has increased, reaching a massive 5 trillion euros in 2014. However, due to recent terrorist attacks in countries such as Belgium, France or Germany to name a few, and due to the mass amounts of illegal immigrants and refugees seeking asylum, many countries have taken a much more distant approach to the Schengen area recently, with some countries going as far as to reinstate internal border checks. Places such as France, Austria or Germany check passports at airports upon leaving the country systematically. More and more of these countries are taking a unilateral approach to these issues. If numbers are anything to go by, suspension of the Schengen Agreement would cost anywhere between 5 and 18 billion euros a year. That's without the added costs of things such as border control, which alone would cost between 1.3 and 5.2 billion euros a year, and the massive decline in tourism. As is, 1.25 billion journeys are made within the Schengen area every year. European tourism would lose a potential 10 to 20 billion euros. Obviously, the suspension of the Schengen area isn't the brightest idea, but out of the 26 countries in it, 22 are confident will make it through this rough patch. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on the Schengen area and its impact. I would love to hear what some of you anti-Schengenists think, and yes, I just made that name up. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.